Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Check me out. We're going to test it out right now for a little bit. See, I got that. Yeah. We're going to go back on there, Mick. All right, rocking it. We're rocking it. We're 30 seconds in. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna call you right back. Oh wait, never mind. People will pick up on it. Never mind, they'll pick up on it. But we got what we need to see. Yeah. Yeah, I'm resharing it. I just gotta get. I'm gonna get it nice and set up real quick, like I had it, and then we're gonna go right into it. Because I kind of knew something was up with it, because when I first went into it, it was straight, and then it was like out the blue. You feel me? So we in there. I'm about to hit a couple people up, like, yo, go back on there. You know what I mean? So you hanging up, calling back or what? No, we can stay on. Like I said, we got to stay on here so people know we on here. You know what I'm saying? So as long as people know we still on there, we just keep rocking with it. So I think that's what we gonna do with it. Huh? Yeah. Tell them get in here. I'm about to text a couple of people myself. I'm texting people from my other phone as well, so that way we can get it rocking the way we need to get it popping. You feel me? Let's do it like that, and we're gonna keep it rocking like that. So we're gonna make sure. Let me see what my other phone is. See my phone there? Excuse me?
No, I gotta move that almost on the stool so many times with my butt.
Oh, donkey booty.
That whole laptop's gonna fall. We're gonna be escrow.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. I mean, we'd be forced to go buy one. That'd be we'd be forced. All right, so I'm just hitting some people up, so I'm gonna give them some of that music again. Let's get that funk for a little bit while we get situated and get people up in here. You feel me? Shouts out to my boy. We gonna rock this song out. Y'all gonna have to enjoy this for me. Here it is. And we should burn together if we should die tonight. Let's get it. We in here. Together. This is the end. Get in the comments. We should burn together. With that shadow falling around, and my people screaming out. I see fire. We should burn together. We should die tonight. We should all die together. As if you and we should all burn together. We should die tonight. We should all die together. As if you yeah. waiting to build up real quick. Waiting for man with the mic from Jersey to hit us. We're going to get this thing rocking in just a minute. Uh-huh.
We should burn together. If we should die tonight, we should die together. If you remember, we should
Uh-huh.
together. We should die.
Well, we're going to need to focus right there.
We should die together.
Uh-huh.
We should burn together. We should die tonight.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. It's called I See Fire out of Jersey. If you want to look it up, it's on SoundCloud. Just type in the words I See Fire and you can find it. It's your boy B, a.k.a. Thought. And it's about to go down tonight. I just want y'all to know that. The reason I say that is because there's so much information out right now that we definitely got to unpack some of it and see just what the hell have we missed. So we going to dig into all of that. First off, let's get my man from Jersey. We out here Friday night. Guy with the mic, man with the mic out of Jersey. Let's see what it do. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. So, yeah, we definitely got to touch on some of these things. And please, everybody, get in the comments. And the one thing that we want, if we say something, please find the information to prove us wrong. That's what I would like. Please prove us wrong. Come back with some receipts to say, hey, this is what's going on. Because right now, I would love for you to prove me wrong with some of the stuff that we've seen in the last couple days.
Yeah, boy.
You know? So, with the declassifications of everything, there's so much stuff that's coming out.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Right, so
you want to go into it, or
well,
how you want to do it?
Well, first off, let's pay the bills like we got to do. So, shouts out to 2 Royalty. That is 2royalty@gmail.com. Custom t-shirts, small orders. Just hit us up, hit us with your idea, hit us with your design, see what we can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you it's going to be perfect. I'm telling you, hit me with your design, and I'll make it work. That's what we do best. Secondly, you can also follow us at 2 Royalty on Instagram. We also have the 2 Royalty accessories, and you can see those beneath. Got the smoker trays, smoker sets. We got the jewelry trays. We got a couple of other things we're going to be showing you today that we did get from the accessories. But right now, we're going to focus on that good shit because that's what everybody want to talk about. So first things first, before we even get started on anything, I want to show y'all what I pulled up on the riot situation. So first off, before we even get into that, and I wanted y'all to see this before I even get off of the screen, but this is also a 2 Royalty original. So take a good look at that. Thing's gorgeous. But anyway, with that being said, through all of that, let's get into the good shit. We're going to talk about the riots. So what I found out about these riots, has been interesting because I see both sides now.
Right.
You know what I mean? There is definitely 2 sides to it. You know, you do have your people that infiltrate it, and you do have the others. You know what I mean? So I'm going to pull up a couple of small things that I've seen about these riots. There's a couple of things we're going to talk about right there. First thing first that I wanted to talk about with this gentleman here. I'm going to make this screen a little bit bigger so you can see it.
Oh, yeah. And hold 1 second. Everyone realize that This is the capital punishment part of this segment. What you gotta realize is that any crime you commit in DC is a federal crime.
Federal.
So anyone that you see listed from this point out
could be looking
if
at.
If be charged with a crime, it's going to be a federal crime. So go ahead, man. Let them see what it is, man.
You want me to keep going with it? I can keep going.
Nah, I just wanted to let people know. So when you see this is a federal crime. Whether you are a Republican or a Democrat, whatever side that you see here, those people that are committing crimes, they are committing federal crimes.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't matter which side you on. You see both sides in here. Now you're looking at both sides going, well, who did this?
Yeah. And let's go ahead and read it. This is nothing that I'm pulling up. It ain't nothing fake. It's on Twitter. This is on there from Jim Hoft. I'm sorry. Gateway Pundit. Huge. This is a huge break. Brother arrested. Antifa BLM activist John Sullivan turned him in. Says his brother somehow in charge of U.S. riots. U.S. Capitol riots at that. Now, I said that to say this. If you read further down, you'll see all of the connections. So that's the first thing of the first question of, was BLM there? Yeah.
Yeah. So for all of them saying that they weren't there, they were there.
They're there. Antifa there? Yeah. One and the same? Like a previous argument I heard on the radio? Yeah. Apparently. Because that does not say Antifa member or BLM. It says Antifa/BLM. So remember that argument from earlier in the week on the radio? Well,
yeah, they're the same.
Here we go. Let's keep on unpacking. Because wait, there's more. If you go on YouTube at any given moment, and I'm going to do it live so you guys can see it. You go on YouTube, because I'm not a biased person. I'm not stuck on one thing. I want to see all of it. Okay? So what we're going to do is capital. This is stuff that you guys can do. Riot compilation. Now, here's what you'll see. Is a bunch of compilations from what took place. You're going to see a compilation from MAGA people. You're going to see a compilation from BLM people. You're going to see each and every single person. The one thing that I want you to notice that is consistent in a vast majority of these things are when they show them walking into the building, the cops are letting them walk by. Okay? Another thing that I want people to understand. Don't be so fucking naive to think that Trump people weren't out there stomping the Capitol.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a naive thought. It's a naive concept. It's fucking stupid. With that many thousands of people that are Trump people off the gate, you think you're not going to have radicals out there? Come on. Let's be realistic. But wait. There's more.
Let them see it.
You want to see a little bit? Let's see if we can pull up a little snippet that I watched earlier. Here we go. This is what I was watching earlier, so I'm not going. But this is what they want you to see.
I made like a foot inside, and they pushed me out, and they maced me.
What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Elizabeth. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Why did you want to go in?
We're storming the Capitol. It's a revolution.
They broke the glass.
Everybody stay down. Get down.
This is on YouTube. This is not me.
Maybe it's the randomly placed column in the middle or the statue they put on top to try to make it look better. But whatever it is, it's horrible. Last thing in Mexico.
Here's a funny one for you.
Oh, the lady with the onion.
No, that was the very first one. I got one better for you. Look at this tactical genius.
Who's she?
She's
What is she doing?
She walking through the White House, bro. But you know,
Capitol.
this is what, like, okay. So a lot of this is, you know, people just reacting stupid, blah, 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 whatever. It's a little bit funny. But what you're seeing is what they want you to see. Look at the caption right there where I paused it.
So read it. What does it say?
It says Black people after today. That was January 7th. And this is a TikTok compilation for the riot in the Capitol. So if nobody can see it, I understand. I'll try and bring the camera a little bit closer.
No.
Yeah. Black people after the day. Now I'm going to rewind to how she was responding. What was going on? Here we go. This is about to get really interesting. Screw all this, blah, blah, blah. Here she goes. She's coming up right now.
Hello? Hi, yes. I'm in a park right now, and I need you to send someone right away. There's a bunch of thugs outside. Please calm down, ma'am. What seems to be the problem? There are a group of people who they look suspicious. They're wearing MAGA hats, and I'm feared for my life. It's a terrorist organization. Okay, ma'am, how do these people look? They're all white. Please just send someone. Okay, ma'am, we'll send someone to check out the situation. Thank you so much.
If you're watching the news.
What the fuck?
That was a call?
No. That was someone saying that's how Black people going to act after the riots. But anyway, that was just a little bit of fun and joke. Ha ha he he. I'm about to get into that. We about to get into it real. Because the main one that I wanted everybody to see is what we're going to show first. Oh, no. Before that, we're going to show this one right here. All right. This right here, I'll add the links to everything that I show y'all. This one right here is the Marine Corps rebukes Nancy Pelosi. I don't know if y'all see that. Can you see that?
It's not, because it's still playing the other one. Do you show him the, show him the guy first, the general, explaining what happened. So when you show Nancy Pelosi, they'll understand why that one is relevant.
Okay. That's the way you want to go?
For all y'all that don't know, like you said, you can go on YouTube. You can type in the Capitol riot compilation, and it's going to show you a sequence of events that show that now it's out on the news. It's on world news. It's on all the news stations. This was staged.
This whole thing was a staged.
And please pay attention. People are flipping on the Democrats. The Democrats are flipping on the Democrats. So we don't know who staged what, but whatever happened, it's called the big switch. And I don't know if that also came from the impeachment, but it's called a big switch. So show them the general, the guy that don't blink. Telling the whole story of what happened.
You want the general, or do you want Mr. Jerome Corsi?
No, if you show the general, and then show Jerome, and then show Nancy Pelosi, the Marines going on Nancy Pelosi.
Bing, bong, bang. All right. So, Lieutenant General Thomas McEnery reveals Democrats' in-game plans for 2021. Okay. Let's read the caption. Lieutenant General Thomas McInerney reveals the truth about 2021 election and behind COVID-19 being a weapon released against the world. Okay? Now, I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to understand what is about to be played. This is 18 minutes long. All right?
Yeah, make sure that mic is clear. Let them hear everything.
You need to watch each and every bit of this.
It was a biological attack
All right.
on the world.
Hold on, because I want you to hear his first words.
That guy.
COVID-19 was a biological attack on the world. It was the number one impact the economies. Look at it. Look at this place. First time I've been here since COVID-19. It's an error. And so they've impacted our economies. Number two, it was a direct attack on the election. And they knew what was going to happen. So obviously the Democrats, whether they're in the party or what, are in collusion with this. And they initially started with Hong Kong, taking over Hong Kong, violating what the treaty was and all that. So they want, it's hybrid warfare, using cyber warfare and different tools, economics, a whole host of things to change the world. And they have done it very effectively. Now, what we are all of a sudden realizing, because I didn't become involved with this till the 1st of November, when I found out that a program called Hammer and Scorecard was going to be used as a cyber weapons tool, cyber warfare tool, to take and change the voting.
All right. Let's go over what we've learned thus far. Let's go over what we've learned thus far. I'm hoping and praying that you're paying attention. And if you're not, good luck to you. Okay? Key words that man said was that COVID-19 was a biological weapon released on the world.
On the world. Not just the U.S., the world.
Okay? I just want to make sure that I understood what was said right there. That was the first thing I heard. COVID-19. Now remember, we go there. We'll get in that down the road.
All right.
COVID-19 was a biological weapon that was released on the world. Okay?
Right.
So that's the first thing he said. Second thing he started talking about that was major was a Hammerly scorecard. Now, this scorecard is extremely important. Okay? And I'm going to be a buck with you. I'm going to be honest with anybody that watches this stream or listens. I have no idea. I haven't looked it up. I'll have that for next episode. But I can tell you this. You're about to find out just like I am. Let's hit the play button. Let's hit the play button.
And this guy again, this is a U.S. general that's saying all of this.
This is Lieutenant General Thomas McInerney. It is published January 10th, 2021.
5 days ago.
Here we go.
And it did. And I called Rudy and Sydney, and someone got me in touch with them and told them. So I learned on the 1st of November, Sunday. The second, I was on the Steve Bannon show with Sydney as a co-host, saying what was going to happen. And on the 3rd, what happens? It's factual. And so now we have an unconstitutional government, and you don't even have to know what I know about the cyber warfare, because they violated their constitutions when they changed the rules. And let's examine those battleground states that they know that the fraudulent voting came in. And it always comes in late at night.
What? So
Whoa.
First off, they knew about fraudulent voting. It always comes in late at night. An election is fraud. What are your thoughts on that?
Wait, so the last part right there that you said, as far as the election.
I'll rewind it. Hold on, let's rewind it.
The 1st of November, Sunday. The 2nd, I was on Steve Bannon's show with Sydney as a co-host saying what was going to happen. And then the 3rd, what happens? It's factual. And so now we have an unconstitutional government, and you don't even have to know what I know about the cyber warfare because they violated their constitutions when they changed the rules. And let's examine.
All right, so let's go down the list again of what he just said. He said that cyber warfare was done. That's when they changed the votes through the election parts, through the electronics. That's cyber warfare, right?
And they broke the Constitution
They
when they
broke
did
the
it.
Constitution when they changed the election laws.
This is something that I don't understand why people are not looking at. It have nothing to do with Trump.
At all.
This has to do with the Constitution.
This has to do with their freedoms.
Right, because if they do this to him, what are they going to do to the next guy and the next guy? They're calling him a dictator, but it looks like the party is moving like a dictatorship. You don't have sons and daughters that come up and sit in the emperor's throne, but you keep appointing people the same, you know what I'm saying, underneath the same regime. So if you have a lieutenant general that's saying they broke the Constitution, that's treason. And treason is punishable by
death. But hey,
so
right now,
and
we got to unpack way more because we have to legitimize the information. We got to show the consistency in the information first. So let's not even give the law. Let's not give them everything right now. And this has got to be spoon fed because anybody that goes back and listens to this is gonna be like, "What the fuck did he just say?" Okay, yeah. What he just said was every single thing that Donald Trump has said on his campaign trails. Okay.
And what the news is now saying, right or left wing, they're saying now they changed the laws for voting in the middle of the elections. Oh,
I have bonus footage for you.
This guy, if you get a chance, you have to go back. This is an 18-minute long video here, but you got to go back and watch this video.
Over
because
and over
also
again.
In this video, I'm going to jump ahead a little bit, if that's all right.
Go ahead, do you?
In this video, they do show, he tells that they knew that the protesters were infiltrated with Antifa, BLM members, and radicals.
Wait.
And what they did
No.
We're
gonna let them see it. No.
Right.
Nah, we gotta let them see that. You telling that story, it just would be like whatever when they see it. They gotta see that.
So he can show it. He's gonna show it to you. But
so let's see.
The general basically did everything I said. Go ahead, you can show it to him.
Those battleground states that they know that the fraudulent voting came in. It always comes in late night. And so what we found ourselves with, again, I found it this Tuesday night, is they have taken control. They have taken control of our society. And we have one person, we just came from there, in the White House, standing in the way. And it's going to mean, and you don't fully realize it, but every one of us here, every American out there is going to have to stand up. We read about it in history. We read about Normandy and all of that, but now we are in it. And so we must spread it. We cannot surrender. And the president said he wouldn't. You all know that it was that attack on the Capitol was done by Antifa, but it was
All right. Let's go at it again. You there, guy? You there, man? With the guy with the mic?
Yeah. I'm here.
My bad. I got you as guy with the mic. He ain't guy with the mic on this show. He man with the mic. The guy with the mic is a foreigner on this show.
So, yeah, let them see. Get them to. I want them to see where he goes in because we got a lot to attack tonight.
Hold on. I wanted to attack something that he just said. I want to attack what he just said because we just saw the information about the brother of the Antifa member being arrested.
Yes.
We just saw that. We have a lieutenant governor on here saying that Antifa was there. And they knew Antifa was coming. That's the key to what he just said. They knew Antifa was there.
And remember, Trump told them, don't come down here because we're watching you. We are watching you before all of this. He said, do not come down to the Capitol.
But
Antifa, do not come down here. And they came.
Well.
So that was just a chess move to get him to come. He taunted him.
We shall see. I guess I'll play a little bit more. Let's see. I'm gonna see if this is the part where he brings that out. Hold on.
It was enabled by McConnell, by Schumer, by Pelosi, and the mayor. They knew that was coming. You've all been up to have to stand up. We read about it in history.
Y'all got here.
We read about Normandy and all of that. But now we are in it. And so we must spread it, cannot surrender. And the president said he wouldn't. You all know that it was that attack on the Capitol was done by Antifa, but it was enabled by McConnell, by Schumer, by Pelosi, and the mayor. They knew that was coming. You've all been up there. There were hardly any security police there. And they moved in, and Antifa did their thing. And then the media picked it up. I worked for Fox for almost 17 years. It's disgraceful what they're doing.
Now.
Wow.
Now, let's talk about that.
Right.
When he named the mayor of D.C., Pelosi, Schumer,
and the media.
And the media. Here's the craziest shit he said, though. He said they knew it was coming and they allowed it to happen.
They allowed it to happen. He said there was no security. And here's something that I have to point out. We talked about this before. Because they said that the Capitol refused help from the FBI and the CIA, right?
Mm-hmm.
The mayor said that she called in the National Guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
The mayor can't call in the National Guard. The president is the only person that can call in the National Guard.
That's what I was always taught.
So who exactly?
And I was taught, well, and even if the mayor is calling, the approval for the military uses come from the president. So I
have to come from the president. So why is she taking credit? Like they stopped or they called in the military.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
And this man also said he worked for one of them for 17 years. So he knows the inner workings. He knows the inner workings of the military. He knows the inner workings of the government, and he knows the inner workings of the media. So you have a well-rounded person giving you a breakdown, and this is a military man. So watch how he breaks things down to the specifics. Go ahead, you can give it to him.
Just wait till the end of this broadcast. This will be great. I'm going to, if people don't want to watch it, hey, it's on you. But damn. All right. Damn.
And unfortunately, Rupert is driving that with his sons. And they have now merged with the rest of the mainstream media. This is serious. This is expanding. We cannot let it happen. We don't have 4 years. As Hong Kong is seen, we do not have time. Time is against us.
Wait, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does that mean? As Hong Kong has seen.
It said Hong Kong. Say it again.
He said, as Hong Kong has seen, we don't have time. Now,
And I just talking to someone about
my question, because you know I'm crazy enough to do it. Oh, I didn't want y'all to see that, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that. As you can see, traditions and military.
And you also have to realize when we're playing some of the clips that we're playing, sometimes we'll play them one time, we'll go back to play them again, they're taken down.
Yeah.
They're taken down, they're playing slow, they've been moved. So, especially anything that is political right now.
Yeah, definitely.
You see them moving crazy. Go ahead, you can
No, I thought I was going to check something, but I want to get through these.
It shows clearly in those battleground states the cyber warfare that was used. We also I found out yesterday that Comey, the former FBI director, sold the Hammer and Scorecard, this top secret program, to the Chinese.
What?
Whoa. That's that scorecard again, right?
What happened?
Comey sold the scorecard.
So to anybody watching that's paying attention, what the hell happened? Oh yeah, Comey sold the scorecard to the Chinese. The Hammer and Scorecard. Like I said, I got to do some digging to find out everything about it. But now Comey sold that joint. Over. That's what they find out. This is Lieutenant General Thomas McInerney.
So you now have this top secret program that is like your iPhone. It gets in, it's called Hammer. It gets into the voting network. And then it has an application like on your iPhone. You have all those apps. It puts it on and it modulates the voting so they win. Not by a large number. I got a call Tuesday night at 11:30 that the ISI from Pakistan was now in the voting machines in Georgia. I called.
Wait, time out. New revelation. This is crazy. You gotta excuse me. You know, certain things I had to cough for a little bit. You gotta excuse me, but I want you to understand something. This guy is still active military. All right. Did you hear what I just said? This guy is still active military. His name is Lieutenant General. Hold on, let me double check his name.
Call someone.
I don't want to get his name messed up. Lieutenant General
Thomas McKinney.
All right, so that means he's still military. Okay. All right. Just wanted to put that out there.
Let them know the two candidates, Loeffler and Perdue, were ahead. I watched 1 hour later. So now I thought that they should stop it. I think their game plan is, no, let them do it. We have this evidence. We will present this evidence to the American people so we can judge. We don't need someone to tell us. We can tell when we have unconstitutional acts going on against us. And when you think about it, COVID-19, why are they trying to kill our small businesses and make everybody dependent upon the government? Democratic socialism is the front door to communism. And
Democratic socialism is the front door to communism. Just wanted you to hear that. That's crazy.
And none of us ever thought that we would be in that position today where this country became a communist society. But think of what's happening now on Twitter and Facebook. They won't let the president be on it. They're censoring the president of the United States. This is amazing in our country that we would have ever thought this would happen.
All right. So we're gonna fast forward to some good stuff too, and we're just gonna get to this one right here, which is juicy. All right, y'all ready to confirm? Everybody already knows that Miss Pelosi's laptop has been confiscated. I don't know by who. I don't care. I don't know by which side. I don't care. Listen to this. This right here let you know that it is game time. Let's see. Where's he at? Oh, now you don't want to rock with me? I'll go back and skip through this one. Hold on. Because I already know most of his. But this man goes on record, completely on record, and tells you what happened. And not only is he going to tell you what happened, he's going to show you. He's going to show you. I just got to get it queued up. I got so much information is running slow on me. Okay.
People like ourselves that understand what's happening in front of us. We shall not let it happen. We cannot let it happen. And I'm
going to skip a little bit. It's going to take a little time. In the meantime, this is your boy B, a.k.a. Thought. You know who I am. Hit me on the horn. I would love to talk to you.
Anyone that says 0631 on 4 November, wasn't 0630, wasn't about 6, it was 0631.
All right, I'm going to fill you in on what he's talking about. He's talking about a speech Donald Trump gave where he was able to remember the exact timing of an event that took place. It's 18 minutes long. I'm not trying to get booted off of YouTube, even though I could give a shit. But here you go. I'm going to skip through it because I want you to see the good part of this video.
Well, because on Wednesday...
Here we go. We got to make this big. This is it. I need y'all to pay attention. Anybody listening, watching, pay attention to this part right here. And then we're going to add to it. Because when I add the ending on this video, I want you to say thank you. I really do. I got to get him. All right.
There were some people in there that were special forces mixed with Antifa.
Pay attention.
And they took her laptop and they had that data. So you'd say, well, look, you only got 12 days or whatever it is to the 20th. Why worry about it? Just let them go out. No, they're terrified.
Whoa, what we got here?
That data. I believe they also have a source. It is talking like a songbird. And the president is going to spring that person on us, so it will completely change because it is someone that has said, I'm not.
What did you just see? One.
Remember,
boom, keep pushing.
This is treason, high treason.
Sir, could you use the emergency broadcast system or emergency action message?
All right, what you just saw in the video was 3 masked gentlemen, okay, moving in unison. One guy gets grabbed. There's an audio out where this man points back and says he is not here to be Antifa. You can go back, search that audio, whether you believe me or not. Fuck it, I don't care. But you need to research this shit on your own. I'll edit and put as many of these clips and links in the description at the end. But
so there's those little signals that you see. You see that what I saw was the September 18th or 19th executive order 2018 that if foreigners were involved in the U.S. election, the president could declare an emergency. That means he knew back 2 years ago. Yeah. And that's why.
I'm just going to leave that there for a second. So this Lieutenant Colonel McHenry just said that the president knew 3 years ago Almost. You still there with me, man, with the mic?
I'm here.
All right, bet. Just wanted to verify. So, 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, this man knew what was about to take place. This man knew that the information that he had, that first things first is, y'all not gonna believe it if he tells it to you right to your face. He already knew that. Secondly, there was things in line and in play already that he saw that drew such a flag that he said, hey, I'm going to need some help on this one. So I'm going to take care of this right now. This is 2018. You see the date, September. So we're talking about 2 years, 2 years and a couple of months. September. All right. So here's where we spring it on them and let the people make a determination for themselves. Executive order on imposing certain. I'm gonna read it out loud. I don't know if you heard that, but that's my cat dog. I'll have her on the screen here in a moment. All right. Executive order on imposing certain sanctions in the event of foreign interference in the United States election. This is under the foreign policy section. Issued September 12, 2018. Mr. McHenry, would you continue, please? Sure, Brian. Yeah, you know who I am.
It's just all come together that COVID-19 was a biological attack.
All right.
Let's not say it was an accident and it slipped out of a food market or anything. We're not that naive anymore. It's standard. Simultaneously, remember, when was the impeachment?
Same time.
December, January, when COVID-19 was coming in. So they had that deception. The media is just like now. You look at the media and all they're doing is talking about Wednesday. So something's going on. It's a distraction. Military terms, it's a tactical deception.
What? Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what he says again, because I believe he's a military guy. He's a lieutenant general. See what he says again.
19 was coming in. So they had that deception. The media is just now. You look at the media and all they're doing is talking about Wednesday. So something's going on. It's a distraction. Military terms, it's a tactical deception.
Excuse not to give the delay because they said, oh, well, now these people are violent. So it was also used for that purpose.
So that's how they played it. And they knew. And all I can say is we must stand up. You are just like a soldier at Normandy.
All right. Let's see what else you got to say.
So, yes.
One of the big things to take from this video, because I'm good on it right now, but one of the big things to take from this video, let me see where we're at right now.
I happened to see this 4 years ago because I was the air attaché in London.
Whoa, this is big. My apologies. Let me back it up. This is some pretty good information here. Because he's going to talk about the background and the information that he was pretty much aware of, but not so much involved with.
This isn't just a fraudulent election. It is changing our whole lifestyle. It's engineered. It's coordinated. The COVID-19, it has to be. Look at this. And what's going on, and we think it's because of medical. Dr. Fauci tells us well, we've got to shut everything down. Look at what they've done to the world. And look at the Republicans, the depth of this corruption. I had a call from a chap who was a congressman in Georgia, and he called me. He's trying to get General Flynn because he's talking about corruption in other areas, what they've done. As I said, it's just yesterday that I found out that Comey sold the Hammer and Scorecard.
Dude, I don't even need to play no more.
So, the scorecard.
Here's
Now,
the
what
thing.
it sounds like that scorecard is, it has something to do with the internet or whatever.
The scorecard was the strategic way to do what they did. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yo. Can you hear me?
There you go.
All right. So apparently the scorecard is a strategic way of accomplishing what they did with the election. Let me rephrase that. I'm not gonna say what anyone did. Let me rephrase that because I'm neutral. I don't know who the fuck it is. I'm gonna say, based off of this information, this scorecard was a way to manipulate elections, period. Okay? And this scorecard, what he's saying right now is that James Comey sold this scorecard
to China. Okay. So right now, watching this video, what is being shown is Comey sold. First thing, like what you said, Comey sold or Cuomo sold. We gotta come up with a name now. You can call him Cuomo. Keep calling Cuomo.
We just gonna say JC. Hey, JC out of NYC.
Okay, there we go. Sold the scorecard to China. That was used against us in the elections.
Correct.
It is also shown that BLM and Antifa were there when everyone said that they were not there.
Everyone was there. Let's clarify. Because I can pull up a video.
Was there, including the military.
Right. Now, when I say everybody, because I don't want to make it seem like it was just an Antifa thing. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what we're saying at all. What we're saying by everybody, we're saying Proud Boys were definitely there. There's a compilation out there on YouTube of them fools. Even though the guy was arrested, they were there. I'm not saying they were in the Capitol, storming the Capitol, none of that. I'm saying they were there. BLM confirmed. Everybody was there.
Right, and let's point out something. Everybody's watching this. You have never seen anyone take over or have a coup of any kind without any guns.
Right.
How can you overrun something or perform a coup without guns? I don't have information on the lady that got shot, but I know she was ex-military.
17 years.
I want to see what happened with her, because if everything was staged, if she really got shot, how could she?
No.
If this is on stage, was she a real casualty? And was that policeman? I don't even know how the police person died. A real casualty?
Oh no. All right, so I'll say this about them too. I don't even want to get into either one of them, and I'll tell you why. Because if in fact they lost their lives, the questionable aspect I don't want to even have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave. We'll say the underneath aspects of it all, because here's what I'll say. The underneath aspects ran underneath of everything on top as usual. What I mean by that is you've seen these guys moving. You've also heard the outcome of what took place. So something's up. I'm saying the actions were staged. I'm saying there was a strike with a preempted strike with a preempted strike. There were so many counter moves that took place in this. Like I originally said, it's the double take. If you really took a look, you would have seen what happened. And we'll get into that and a little bit more as we unpack the rest of it. But we only got like 4 minutes, so I'm going to see what's up with this. As y'all can hear, my little one is crying. I want y'all to see this. I'm going to put her on the camera here in a minute, and I want you to hear this as well.
system to the Chinese.
Stop for
We got a problem.
All right.
Now, I happen to see this, it's engineered, it's coordinated. The COVID-19, it has to be. Look at this. And what's going on, and we think it's because of medical. Dr. Fauci tells us, well, we've got to shut everything down. Look at what they've done to the world. And look at the Republicans, the depth of this corruption. I had a call from a chap who was a congressman in Georgia, and he called me. He's trying to get General Flynn's because he's talking about corruption and that's what they've done. As I said, it's just yesterday that I found out that Comey sold the Hammer and Scorecard system to the Chinese. So we got a problem. Now, I happened to see this 4 years ago because I was the air attaché in London, and I was a vice commander at 111 Wing in England. And I was a commander of the 3rd Air Force when we attacked Tripoli in 1986. Gaddafi.
All right. All straight credentials. So for anybody to say anything about debunking and all that shit, I don't want to hear it. Those are this man's credentials. And he's still currently standing in the White House or in the Capitol or whatever one of these federal buildings right now talking to these people. Lieutenant Colonel, look him up. And he literally just explained everything about who he was. So to question him, now you're questioning our military. All right, I'll say less now.
I know the GCHQ, which is the government.
All right, let me speed up a little bit because I got some more. How about that? That's for the end. I want y'all to look at that. Okay. Affidavit delivered to Congress declaring confession of an election interference. All right. I just wanted you to take a quick glimpse. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted out of that screen. Because we're going to pull up some more stuff. Because there's more. So, we said all that to say this. Let's unpack this screen here. We're going to unpack some of this good stuff. So, I followed a certain person that gave me a couple of good tips to look at. The first one is this. The Marine Corps rebukes Nancy Pelosi. We don't work for you. If you know anything about the military, who is the military sworn to? President of the United States. Who is the military sworn to? Who do they report to? The president. Period. All right. Period. So I'm going to read what this man said. This is from January 13th, Real Raw News. I'll have all the links in the comments. All right. All right. So General D.H. Huber, Commander of the United States Marine Corps, refused House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's request to use the courts to safeguard Biden's January 20th inauguration from Trump supporters and insurrectionists. All right. This is a very, very interesting thing here. I'm going to read through it pretty quick. A Pentagon source speaking under promise of anonymity told Real Raw News that Pelosi contacted General Berger late Monday night, and she beseeched him to commit 5,000 troops to help ensure a peaceful transition of power and to prevent a repeat of January 6th siege of the Capitol. General Berger, a source said, didn't understand why Pelosi needed additional soldiers to augment an already impressive force assembled by federal and state officials. That force includes 15,000 National Guards from D.C., Delaware, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Pelosi said she wanted battle-ready reinforcement because radicalized Trump supporters and kooky QAnon conspiracist people, blah, 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 would try and overtake the Oval Office. Her statement made the general explode over, source said. Don't lecture me about oh wait, I gotta read this whole paragraph then. Here we go. Pelosi said she wanted battle-ready reinforcements because radicalized Trump supporters and kooky QAnon conspiracy people were able to converge on D.C. She implored him to reconsider, arguing that it was the general's patriotic duty to quell uprisings and guarantee Biden's ascension to the Oval Office. This is where she crossed the line. One thing you don't do, and you know as well as I do, man with the mic, I stayed around those Marines a little bit longer than you did. Out there at Cherry Point. Shouts out to Cherry Point Marine Base. They're crazy about the military, and they're crazy about whoever's in power. They could care less. I'm just going to let you know. That's what they pledged to. So let's read his response. Because she just challenged his oath and his duty by literally arguing that it was the general's patriotic duty. Okay, first things first is this man is not the president. So his patriotic duty is still to the president currently. That's where it stops. So let's rock with what he said. Her statement made the general explode. Don't lecture me about patriotism, Madam Speaker. I served this country with distinction for 40 years. I've spilled blood for our nation. What have you, a self-serving elected official, done for your country, General Byrd said. Pelosi further enraged him by saying he was answerable to Congress. Strike number 2. No, you're not. I answer only to the president, and I understand it. Donald J. Trump is still the president and commander-in-chief. I abide by the Constitution as written, not your interpretation of it, General Berger admonished Pelosi. Quoting our source, when her intimidation tactic failed to sway General Berger, Pelosi tried a different tactic. Let's see this crooked shit. Because I've already read most of this. This is all crooked shit. So let's keep on reading. Pelosi claims the National Guard's weekend warriors were ill-prepared to repel an army of mad Trumpists. Battle-hardened Marines, however, were more than capable of defending rabble-rousers, she said. You have the best trained soldiers in the world, and America needs them. General Berger, unmoved. The only way Marines get deployed, he told her, was if President Trump himself issued the order. Now, let's finish the rest of it. If you want us to help combat his supporters, I suggest you get on the phone with him. Tell him that if he orders me to, I will. Otherwise, I suggest you listen really hard to the words escaping your cracked, poisonous lips. Their testament is to treason. We don't work for you. I think that's clear enough. He literally just flat out was like, hey, yo, cut your bullshit. We're the United States Marines. We move when the president says move. There's nothing else other than that. Which, if you've been around any Marine, they know that their orders come directly from the president. That's all they need to know. That's Real Raw News, January 13th, 2021. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got some stuff here. Also, let's look at the dates. 13th, 15th. Today, President Trump's direct departments and agency to review applicable laws, regulations. This is an executive order. Read it for yourself. I'll just put, before we even get into this, I just want y'all to know this is all stuff in relation to China, okay? Outside, not even, and it's China in reference to the people that have colluded with China. Not just that. I want y'all to notice one thing. This is January 15th, today, right? At the end of this, I'm going to highlight something I want you to notice that kind of makes you say, damn, is he going to stay in power? What the hell is this? The very end of this, the last statement. Today, President Trump took another step to do just that. All right. Previous sentence was, we must adjust our regulation and policy and take other necessary actions to reduce the risk of PRC technology and human espionage activities directed at the federal government. You got to read it all. It's in here. It's all China. You see Beijing's in there. Chinese communist. It's all in here. All right. I'm not reading verbatim. I don't want. The links will be in the damn bio at the end. All right. Go ahead. You got some. Talk to them.
So what I'm saying is, real quick, the military, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is, like I said earlier, any crimes that were committed are federal.
Mm-hmm.
They will, and the military is with the people that have like treason or things like that. There will be tribunals.
Don't even go there.
When they're trying to get hold of the military and start to call on the military,
Don't
you're
even.
trying to get control of the military. I feel like because if you have control of the military, you won't be getting called into those tribunals.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the major thing that was brilliantly pointed out by General Berger or Mr. Berger there. I don't know what his name is. What's his name?
I don't know.
General Berger. I was right. General Berger. So here's the brilliant thing that he pointed out. All right. The brilliant thing that he pointed out was, we don't work for you. We don't report to Congress. We don't report to the Senate. We work for the president. Period. Okay. In a case of a state of emergency or executive order, and the military is called in, who does the military work for? The president. The sitting president. Just saying. Do some research. Like I said, I'll have the links in the bio. I'll have the links in the bio at the end. Just wanted to point that out. That is January 15th, which is today. Let's go to this one here. You can go in. Listen, go into whitehouse.gov. It'll bring up the site, which looks just like this. Okay. You can click on national security, and it'll tell you about all this stuff. It's right there. That you know that I'm not BSing. Do your own damn research. All right. Where is it at? No, we already got that. Ooh! Don't that look familiar? Shouts out to the Gateway Pundit. We already talked about that. You out of there. Cagade. All right, let me see. I got some more stuff for you. He's out of there too. Oh, I should have saved that. All right, so here you go. Natural news. Okay. I want you guys to read through this, look through it. It's a pretty lengthy article, but it talks about how, yes, President Trump has been in contact with the military. Yes, military action is taking part. Yes, there are crazy things taking place that you have no idea that is taking place. Case in point, national emergency, September 2018 declared over foreign interference.
That's where we shut everything down.
Okay, So, I mean, it's a lot of stuff out there. It'll be in it. All right. So, for anybody that's left, I'm about to hit you with one of the biggest placards you can look at. All right. I want you to tell your friends get on here. If you get my likes up, I'll start the video over. You know what I'm saying? But I really want y'all to see this next video because this next video is off the chain. This was the video that kind of made me like, I need to check into this and see what happened. Okay. This guy right here is on YouTube. It's on Rumble, whichever one you prefer. This guy is an attorney for the Supreme Court of Italy. Okay. He's a professor as well. Adolfo De Russo. Okay. I want you to take a good look at this. This has not come down for whatever reason. So I want you to look at it, take a look at it, see what you think. Like I said, I'm not here to give my opinion. I'm here to show you what I found. Let me rephrase that. I'm here to give you my damn opinion, but I also want to show you what I found that helped that opinion. So that you don't know I'm just speculating. Okay? I've seen the millions of videos of Trump supporters storming the White House. And yes, a lot of them stupid asses were up there. As radical as hell, talking about they're going to storm the White House. And they were 100% MAGA supporters. Let's not get that twisted. Just like we can't get it twisted that BLM was in the building, Proud Boys was in the building, and Antifa was in the building. Other insurgent groups was in the building. You might even had Chinese. You know, already confirmed that there was military. You got everybody in the building because of this one act. And I understand where everybody's coming from. My thing is this. Among searching all of this information, you stumble across this that was posted on Get Her. Okay? And I just want y'all to hear this real quick. It's 2 minutes.
I, Professor Alfio Russo, lawyer of Via Vittorio Emanuele Catania, do hereby provide the following affidavit of facts as conveyed in several meetings with the high-level Army Security Services official. Arturo Delia, former head of the IT department of Leonardo Schià, has been charged by the public prosecutor of Naples for technology data manipulation.
Wait. Did you hear all of that? He was charged with data manipulation. He's going to explain how, why. But I needed you to pay attention to this. Pay attention.
Implantation of viruses in the main computers of Leonardo Spa in December 2020. Under instruction and direction of U.S. persons working from the U.S. Embassy in Rome, undertook the operation to switch data from the U.S. election of 3rd November 2020 from significant margin of victory from Donald Trump to Joe Biden in a number of states where Joe Biden was losing in vote totals.
All right. So you have this guy that's a professor. He's a lawyer on the Supreme Court. He's saying that they have in custody. He was extracted by the U.S. at the U.S. Embassy. The guy that uploaded the actual viruses that switched the votes. Is that what you got out of that? Is that what you? All right. I just want to make sure we paying attention and we on the same page because I don't want to lose nobody in the hearing of this. I don't want to lose nobody with this. All right. So I'm gonna track it back just a hair and let him keep going.
Losing the vote totals.
Losing the vote.
Defendant states that he was working in Pescara facility of Leonardo Spa and utilized military-grade warfare encryption capabilities to transmit votes via military satellite of Fusion Tower in Frankfurt, Germany. The defendant swears that the data in some cases may have been switched to represent more than total voters registered. The defendant states he is willing to testify to all individuals and entities involved in the switching of votes from Donald Trump to Joe Biden when he shall be in total protection from himself and his family. Defendant states he has secured in an undisclosed location the backup of the original data and data switched up.
Wow, that's why that's still up there. We're gonna leave that alone just now. Did you hear that? This son bitch said, "Oh, I got that. I literally got the back. I got the information. So once my family is secure, I'm gonna release it all." And that is exactly what's taking place. So let's review, class, on what have we just seen. It's called the double take. If you would have looked, you would have seen it. If you would have looked, you would have seen it. A, you have Nancy Pelosi's laptop gone. Let's start from the beginning. A, you have a riot that you can confirm all crazy members were involved. So let's not bullshit. All crazy members of Antifa, BLM, probably had them dudes from Wakanda in that bitch. Okay? Regardless, all of them went on the Capitol. You even seen the old lady out there. So we're going to stop thinking that it's just one group on that shit. Okay? Secondly, you have an admittance from military personnel of what took place. And I don't even think he was aware that it was taking place. I think he just recognized it as he saw movement and looked at the cameras like, oh shit, you know who we just saw? The double take. Now, not just that, you have an immediate push to impeach a president within 24 hours.
Right.
Okay. Why in the world, if your president has 14 days left when these riots took place,
why are they trying to impeach him?
what is the purpose? Now, I did some research just to talk about it, and we're going to go ahead and definitely advertise, because that's what we do. This is your boy B, aka Thought. We just having a discussion about some of the crazy shit that we've seen and we've unpacked throughout the week. And we're going to do this because Oh man, I hope we have not been silenced this whole time. That is
It's been on. I've been listening to it.
okay, because I just clicked on the mute button. So I'm gonna start this over.
I was listening to it.
All right. So you got all of the old man talking, right?
What was silence was the last bit of what you played just went silent. Why is it silent? Because I was listening to it.
All right. Well, we're gonna play it again. It should come back on right now.
They were ready to conduct a coup d'etat.
Hold on a
They were
second.
ready to remove Barack Obama from office. The military force.
Yeah.
And then a few weeks later, I got another call and said that they were reconsidering. You know why they were reconsidering? Because they talked to Donald Trump. And Trump had agreed.
Was muted for.
Trump agreed that he would run.
Mm-hmm.
And they agreed that if he would run, they would conduct their coup d'etat as a legitimate process, rooting out the traitors within government. And
just think how crazy that is. That they literally thought like this whole plan out. And I'm not worried about it. If anybody hears my little rugrat, we're gonna have her on the camera in a minute. We gotta get some work done. But I'm gonna keep playing this. This has got a lot of
been following QAnon. QAnon is military intelligence and close to Trump. And the intelligence we're getting really is a lot of the inside script. Now, everybody says Donald Trump is going to lose. He's going to be out of office. He's going to be impeached. You watch CNN, MSNBC, they're throwing a party today. And all the 20 people watching them across the nation are very enthused.
Pause. This tells you that this took place today. Okay? So for anybody that questions it, anybody has any ideas, this definitely tells you it took place today. This is the day that they did all of the impeachment completion, stating that they were moving forward with the impeachment process. Not an impeachment. It wasn't an impeachment the first time. It was just getting a process started. But let's keep it moving.
Donald Trump will not be removed from office. He will not be removed from office. And in the counterattack he's going to launch, one or two facts that could change everything. Get a report from Michael Horowitz, the Inspector General, who details the corruption within the Department of Justice. Donald Trump is right. Maybe we should tear down the FBI building and start over again. And if you take a look at the depth of this corruption, it's pervasive since George H.W. Bush. The bureaucrats who have stayed, including these SES bureaucrats, who are there mostly permanently, they're globalists. They don't believe in America anymore. They think they're smarter than America, smarter than the founding fathers. We ought to revise the Constitution. They are, there's a very simple word that describes what they are. Traitors. Traitors. It's a capital crime. And I want to predict to you here today that when the tables turn, Donald Trump will be invoking military tribunals. And even Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama are going to be facing treason charges. It will not end, and Donald Trump will have the courage to do that. Every time it looks to me, I've said this about Donald Trump, I've known him for decades. I said Donald Trump always looks like he's going to lose until just before he wins. Always. He's always looking like he's 1 inch from being,
losing all his money. 1 inch from losing this deal or that deal. Everything Donald Trump has done in his life has been a success. And in the final game of this, I think Donald Trump will reduce the bureaucracy. I'd say 95% would be good, maybe 100%, because the bureaucracy isn't specified in the Constitution. There's no discussion. There's no article about the bureaucracy, which means it can all be removed. Fire them all.
Stop.
You know? And I think what we can have is a rebirth, as we say, of freedom in this country. But I want to say 2 or 3 things about Zuckerberg. Someone has come forth as a Silicon Valley insider anonymous and has been writing me extensive emails, which I've now been able to validate. And the story of Zuckerberg and the others is this. Facebook, all of the major ones, Twitter, YouTube, Google, every single one of them is a creation of the CIA. They were funded by the CIA, and they were there. And by the way, they are all considered dispensable. Zuckerberg may not realize it, but he's in the ejection seat. The button will be pushed and he'll be ejected out. But the real power in Silicon Valley is the infrastructure of the internet. It's the Oracles. It's the Microsofts, the Sun Microsoft systems.
All right, so what you're hearing right now is he's exposing the fact that the power that people, the hidden power that people don't see is the people that control the information that goes on the net. That's where the power is, because that is what can be referred to as MK Ultra. This is something you need to research. It's mind control. It was actually something that they were using and trying to weaponize against their enemies, so that way they can use it to find out enemy plans. Okay? However, this was weaponized and used against all of us. Every single person on this planet has experienced this. Okay? That's why when you hear these random crimes, and if you really start digging, you'll see people that have penal codes attached to their names and things of that nature for like things such as crimes against humanity, because the use of anything MK Ultra related would be against everyone on the planet. Okay? That's what he's talking about. Okay? Just wanted to touch that. And think about it. That's what you're getting out of Silicon Valley. That's what you're getting out of your ABCs, your NBCs, whoever controls these networks. Just like in computer, they control your input signal. Okay? So if you're only given one way to look at something, that's the only perception you'll ever know. All right? Case in point, if you're only given the Bible to go off of, you would never know that there were so many other books. Not only that would further enhance your belief in the Bible, but give you a deeper knowledge into the Bible. But we'll go in that on Wednesday nights. We'll talk about that later. Shouts out to anyone and everyone that has dropped by, send a like. Listen to the information that's there, because it's not like I'm trying to hide anything. It's not like this is all information that you can go on YouTube, you can go on Rumble, you can go on Twitter, you can get this information yourself. It's up to you to look at it, discern what takes place, and go from there. I'm just looking at puzzle pieces. I'm looking at the fact that everything else is posted predates and all this other stuff, but I'm looking at stuff that is talked about today. Even though it's a grainy video, it's talked about today. And it's also dated for today. So let's go. Let's see what it's going.
And And in the counterattack he's going to launch, 1 or 2 facts that could change everything. Get a report from Michael Horowitz, the Inspector General, who details the corruption within the Department of Justice. Donald Trump is in bureaucrats who have stayed, including these SES bureaucrats.
Remember, he's the one that changed the stars. I repeat, he's the one that changed the stars. Republican logo.
They're mostly permanently. They're globalists. They don't believe in America anymore. They think they're smarter than America, smarter than the founding fathers. They want to revise the Constitution. They are, there's a very simple word that describes what they are. Traitors. Traitors. It's a capital crime. And I want to predict to you here today that when the tables turn, Donald Trump will be invoking military tribunals, and even Hillary Obama are going to be facing treason charges.
Now, I'm pausing that for one reason. We will unpack Obamagate. All right? I'm just pausing that so you understand. And I might even do it tomorrow because I got a lot of work to get done tomorrow, and I will definitely be in here. Obamagate is real. That shit is real. It's all declassified. Stop. Yo, Ari Spears was one of my favorite comedians. He said something funny. We got to ride Obama because if this nigga fuck it up, he going to fuck it up for everybody. Listen to me clearly, everybody. Obama literally fucked it up for everybody. You don't see it yet. You don't know about it yet. I urge you, start looking into Obamagate. There's so much stuff to unpack. There's so much stuff to unpack. There's been this wide known, and I'm just throwing hints out because I've done some research and I got a couple of things I want to show everybody. There's been this wide nosed thing that Osama bin Laden might have. What? Wait. Okay. You're not going to believe me? So if I start talking about any other. All right. So listen. We're going to unpack a lot of stuff. Riots. We're going to keep going with the double take. And now what you're seeing is people explain what either took place, what they saw took place, or what was just a show. I'm here as myself, as thought, as B, as whatever you want to call me on here. I'm literally going to tell you that this is my personal view. Something took place bigger than what we saw. Okay, what took place was so much bigger than what we saw that if someone was explaining it to us, we wouldn't believe it. So I have other people here explaining it in multiple different languages, dialects, so to speak, so that you understand it. It's in layman terms.
You're getting, so basically what you're getting is these are the receipts. The receipts are coming from credible sources.
Credible.
These are people that are behind the curtain. So, as he said, when you look through these breadcrumbs, which are laid out crazy, you have, let's start with the Capitol riots. That's what we started with initially. So when you're going through the Capitol riots, we didn't show you that it was staged. Not only did we show you it was staged, we showed that they said it was staged. There are multiple sources on the news, on TV, on cable, and now on the internet as well, on your Twitters, on your social media, that is saying this is staged, and we're showing you that. On top of that, we show, and you can see also how it was staged. You can also go in there and see that I forgot her name, but the guy Jay was with Anchor from CNN when they broke into the Capitol building. So listen to what he was saying, which I had brought up earlier and thought brought up earlier, the tribunals. Because when you say the tribunals, and you have to mention the military tribunals, remember we said everything that happens in D.C. is a federal crime. So if it happens as it's a federal crime, and you're going out and catching all of these protesters or these insurgents that they've been calling them, so now is CNN up for And then you have a person, and you had another person, an Italian man, and it showed you how there was a move that was made, and then later on, there was a move made by the U.S. So that we got the information to show that there was outside interference. Everybody thought it was China, it was Italy. China was still involved, but it was Italy. So when Trump was going in and he was telling people, hey, this is wrong, these are not right, they didn't have the extra information. Now they have the information. So there's another counter move. So we're talking here, we're showing you the precedents for all the counter moves. He was approached by these military generals that are known as the Q or the QAnon. And they were going to depose Barack Obama. There was a reason why they wanted to depose Barack Obama. And before we would have to go into it a little bit deeper. It would take another session to show you everything with that. But now they're showing you Donald Trump, why he did what all of these moves were made, and why things are looking the way that they are looking, because they were set up to debunk, not to debunk, but to dethrone a setup that has been in place and has been robbing our country for the last God knows how many years.
All this time.
So, all that you've seen, we not only laid out breadcrumbs, we laid out a slow motion, clear film for you to look at and say, oh, shoot. This is what they've been doing.
It's just a matter of listening to the information. Like I tell everybody, if you want to look at what we're doing, look at what we're doing. I'm going to do stuff because I got work to do. You know what I mean? You just saw the basketball trays. Those are bathroom trays for our little boys we're making. You know what I mean? Let me rephrase that. For our young men, I promote my company. You know what I mean? TwoRealT@gmail.com. But what I really want to say is the bad part is people won't look at the information. It's in your face. It's at your fingertips, literally. If you have a cell phone, everything that you see me pull up is stuff that I've looked at on my phone. And I say, oh, man, when I get to the house, I got to check this out. And I save the videos. Why? Because everything is important. Case in point, how did we all of a sudden get $2 trillion to do $2,000 for a stimulus? But we're going to unpack that another day. There's so much information out there. Let's keep going. Let's keep going because I don't want to be here all night. Let's keep going.
It will not end, and Donald Trump will have the courage to do that. Every time it looks to me, I've said this about Donald Trump, I've known him for decades. I said Donald Trump always looks like he's going to lose until just before he wins. Always. He's always looking like he's 1 inch from being, losing all his money. 1 inch from losing this deal or that deal. What we can have is a rebirth, as we say, of freedom in this country. But I want to say 2 or 3 things about Zuckerberg. Someone has come forth as a Silicon Valley insider anonymous and has been writing me extensive emails, which I've now been able to validate. And the story of Zuckerberg and the others is this. Facebook, all of the major ones, Twitter, YouTube, Google, every single one of them is a creation of the CIA. They were funded by the CIA, and they were there. And by the way, they are all considered dispensable. Zuckerberg may not realize it, but he's in the ejection seat. And the button will be pushed and he'll be ejected out. But the real power in Silicon Valley is the infrastructure of the internet. It's the Oracles. It's the Microsofts, the Sun Microsoft systems. These are the...
All right. I had the rest of that I had a link. Matter of fact, I'm going to post the link right now. Let's see where he's at. I'll post the link in the bio, in the description. My apologies, but listen, I literally just want to say it like this. We've been given information on the internet, but people don't want to look at it. It's just like everything else we've been given. Okay? For the longest time, and I dare anybody out there ever to tune in on Wednesdays when we start doing the Wednesday night show. I dare you to. The Wednesday night show is going to combine a lot of stuff. The Wednesday night is where I can put a nice pretty bow on it and say, there's your reason and your motivation. But I can do that in one show right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the Wednesday night show. We're going to unpack who certain people were, why they're important right away, and then we're going to start a series that's going to blow your damn mind. But right now, I just wanted a lot of people to see, like, the double tick is real. The movement is real. What you saw, like, we literally just seen at its finest take place. You see our military, you're seeing our military maneuver.
Our military is fighting our CIA and our FBI, so to speak. It looks like
at a glance, yeah.
Again, and this is the part that kind of falls into this. Remember for those that don't know, over in Germany, they went over to Germany to get these servers. And Trump sent the military over. The military went over to get them. There was a shootout. Our guys against our guys. We got the servers, but people were killed. And they remember one of the servers came up missing, right? So they took one of the servers. All right, we're taking this laptop. The servers were actually the servers that were needed as far as counting the votes.
You know what's even more interesting? Was that not what he just said? Was a guy uploaded the information and sent it to Germany?
Huh?
He said he uploaded the information and sent it to Germany, something to that effect.
That's exactly, and that's why he needed that server.
It's just all too crazy. But no one. The thing about it is this. Here's the main thing that people need to understand. One, in order for you to get everything, you have to do a lot of research. Like, I haven't been on this thing for a month and some change, just because you gotta watch things play out. When I first seen the riots, I was like, yo, I want to get on there because I don't believe that it's like Trump supporters just doing this. I think it's everybody doing this shit. But then, you know, you had to watch it play out to say, wait, how many players are there going on? Because there's a whole lot at play.
A whole lot at play.
They got the one girl that said that she was tear gassed that I showed in the first compilation. Well, there's some people saying that she had an onion in her hand.
And putting the onion in her eye.
In her eye to make her cry and turn her eyes red. So I'll admit, I've never been in a situation to be tear gassed. I'm a little bit smarter than that. But I would imagine that the fact that her entire face was not red says something, because she was very pale.
The fact that there wasn't 20 other people standing around. I've been in the room when they maced or
pepper
tear
spray.
gas or they pepper spray. I got the tail end of it, and the tail end of it burns. Of course, again, when I was younger, I got put in the gas chamber. So I was kind of used to it when I went to boot camp. When they hit people, it's not one person. There's only 20, 30 people on the ground screaming like they're retarded because it burns your skin.
That was another question that I had. Like, I seen that, and then I seen the one. There's a complication where this guy is like, he's going crazy. He's like, "This is what you do to us." Like, I'm a part of just a peaceful movement, and he got tear gas and he got beat. He got his ass beat, honestly. But I think he was one of those guys trying to push in the doorway.
He should have got his ass beat. He should have got shot. What I don't understand is how you let them get upstairs and then shoot.
No, damn.
The first person that came through the door, that would stop all that madness.
this is the brilliant part that I just, this is, man, I tell you, I do a little bit of everything, and when I be thinking, it's crazy. Here we go. Think about this. Y'all, Mike, you know I'm a rational person. I ain't violent. I'm a very rational thinking person. So here we go. Think about this right here. Okay? Whoa. Hold on a second. Think about this crazy ass thought. I gotta remember the track because I almost lost my puppy on the floor. Take a look at my puppy just now. She wants to say hi to the world. Hey everybody. My name is Toots, aka Belzy. That's my real name. But anyway, the way things played out and the way things are set up is very simple. You got maneuvers that were taking place where I think if you really, really deep dive into it, everybody involved is going to have to be removed. Because of the move, there's so many moves made. And the reason I say that is this. If you think about it, if you really, truly want to say that you're bipartisan and you're giving everything to the people, then you can't sit there and continue to rule.
So, well, here's my argument. It's a war. World War III has already started. People don't get it confused. We are actually in World War III right now.
Do you believe it was cyber? Do you believe it's cyber or it's going to be, or it's physical?
It's everything.
Okay.
Our first bomb that got let off, we don't know if the first bomb was cyber or if it was germ warfare, but the bomb already went off. Right? So now that the bomb then went off, it's infighting, outfighting. So if you believe it, if this is blatant thievery of the election, and they stole the election, then wouldn't it be fair to steal a laptop? If you already stole from me, why? Okay,
yeah, but the old average is one crime doesn't constitute another. Here's what I'll say though.
But in the arena, if you're in a war, all is fair. I love the war.
Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. The very first strike was the impeachment process. I'll tell you why. And for those that, yeah, I'm going to explain everything. This might take about another 2 or 3 minutes. I want to end this live stream because we might have to do this again in the morning. But here's what I want to say about this whole situation. This started with the Russia hoax. And the reason I say it started with the Russia hoax is because, one, if you look at the timeline, it wasn't until Ruff was looking into it yet. However, it wasn't until that time that they realized it was actually a hoax. Okay? It wasn't until then that they realized, like, wait, something is not fucking right here. What the hell is going on? So, from then on, you have that 2018 invocation of, in event of foreign interference, the military is to take over. In 2018, this is signed. It is signed and enacted as a state of an emergency on a national security measure. That was all showed in this video. So my thing is this. If all of this is being showed to you, what reason I want anybody to show me what reason you have to think the opposite. And I'm saying, the reason I'm saying that is because I want everybody to look back at this video. Fast forward as much as you want to and look at just the content of this video. But I want you to think about that. If I'm sitting here showing you a lieutenant general in the military, I'm also showing you a guy that is stating that they came to him, generals, a bunch of generals, said that, hey, there needs to be a coup d'etat. There needs to be a coup d'etat here. What's going on is against Americans' morality and constitution. That's the only reason the military generals would say anything about a coup d'etat is if it goes against the Constitution.
Mm-hmm. It's from greed.
You have to think. Well, for one, you can't have a political affiliation in the military. I don't believe you probably can, and you probably will go out and vote. I'm pretty sure you have to have some kind of thought process there. But I'm also thinking, like, regardless of which way you choose, your devotion is to the core, which is to the whatever president is sitting. Which means if Joe Biden is sitting, your devotion is to Joe Biden. I mean, that's how it's always worked, from what I understand. But to think that this man is sitting here saying that they came to him and said, hey, we want to do this because of what we've seen from the previous president. Now, you go back time and time again, and I'm going to pull out, I wish I had him pulled up, where Trump is saying, I'm here because you guys did such a bad job. I'm here because of you.
Right.
Which,
he told them flat out.
Flat out.
He said, I'm here because you did such a bad job.
He said that.
He told them. Straight to their face.
So
there's no guessing.
And then this man comes back and says, well, what happens is they came back and they said, well, listen, we're not going to do that. We want Donald Trump to run. Because Donald Trump has pledged that he will expose all the corruption as far as it goes. And he's never wavered from that. The interesting thing is, if you listen to every single speech now, you go back and listen to the speeches, he always talking about we're going to expose all of the corruption. There's so much corruption, you would never believe it. We're going to expose all the corruption. Now you have all of these people connected to the intelligence community saying, look, there's so much corruption, you wouldn't believe it.
Right.
You have, everybody on that planet, if you don't know that QAnon is military intelligence, you're retarded, because they literally speak in code that you have to understand and have been working on for a little bit to understand it. I don't even mess with it. I just go and do research. I just hear something. I say, okay, what's to this guy? Like the one of you're looking on the screen. This guy, Jerome Kersey. Only reason I clicked on it is because it said you need to watch full video. I said, okay, click. And he starts talking. I said, what the hell? So I send this up the chain. This stuff is happening like live for everybody to see. And it's up to people to like take it with a grain of salt or with a shot of liquor. It don't matter. Take it with a blunt to the face. All I'm saying is take the information and discern for yourself. Think about it for yourself. Like, I'm going to give you the information. Everybody, I walk through work and people was like, yo, what have you heard? What have you heard? Here's the information I heard. If I get into the Chinese connection, that's going to be either tomorrow or Sunday or another day. But the Chinese connection going to kick you in the face like, what the fuck? And then the Italian job is going to get you too. So I got a couple of them planned. Me and Man with the Mic, we're going to get on here more than just Friday night. Got a couple of them for you because this is going to be some interesting stuff. But for anybody that's listening or watching or whatever, just remember that you don't have to look at this. You can listen to the information. You can be working, you can be exercising. Just listen to the information. Just hear it out. Just hear me out. Matter of fact, I'm going to entitle these Just Hear Me Out part, and I'm going to just put a couple of parts to these. So that way you can just hear the information. You already see what we're talking about. I don't care if YouTube blocks me. I could care less. All I'm saying is listen to the information. Let's see what he's got left, and then we're going to close it out right.
The tracks, the railroad tracks on which the internet runs, the bridges, the infrastructure, and the people who are really controlling Silicon Valley are the Larry Ellisons. These are the people you know less about because they're not the front men. Zuckerberg is dispensable. Eric Schmidt is dispensable. Google is dispensable. So just replace it with another one. Because the real godfathers are the Larry and the others. And who funded Larry Ellison? The CIA, the military-industrial complex, moving in with Lockheed and the others, wanting the creation of a new generation of electronic hardware for the military. And in the process, and that started going back into the 50s. What happened is along the way, they realized with social media, they could create something where we would all give them all of our information freely about everything about ourselves. People even post pictures of themselves naked, which they keep forever. Every click you make goes right into the intelligence agencies. And then that data is being profiled and given to the New World Order, sold for money, for advertising and marketing. And by the way, Zuckerberg may have his own rules and his own way to protect privacy, but they don't still collecting the information. They've got it all. It's archived. It's like every phone call you've ever made, every email you've ever made. And people are stupid enough to put these devices in their homes, which can record everything they say.
Alexa.
Facebook can track you even if you're not a member of Facebook.
And Google Home.
They can all do all the tracking anywhere you appear on the internet, and
any cell phone.
That stuff is archived forever. What we've got to do is we've got to reclaim the internet.
Anything that connects to the internet without a VPN.
We've got to have an internet bill of rights, as it were, to oppose First Amendment, Second Amendment, Fourth Amendment. We've got to do this through Congress, and I'm here to tell you that before Donald Trump is done, the internet will be 100% regulated, or it will be broken up. As Donald Trump understands the threat to our freedom. The threat to our freedom, everyone of us face with this information is so massive control that never occurred to George Orwell or Aldous Huxley that this could happen. But I'm here to say that in conclusion of all this, the same conclusion in the book I've just written in Killing the Deep State, it ends, in the end, Donald Trump wins. And never forget that in the end, God wins.
All right, I just wanted to bring up something real quick. So you see the type of shit that's going on. All right. Take a look at this.
The National Rifle Association is the largest and most powerful gun rights advocacy group in the United States. It was founded in 1871 by veterans of the Civil War.
All right. Just so that you're aware. Excuse me. Just so that you're aware of what you're looking at is the NRA today filed Chapter 11. Okay? National Rifle Association. Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Guess who filed suit? Man with the mic.
Yeah, I'm here.
Remember I told you I had a treat for you, right? Guess who filed the suit?
Who?
New York Attorney General Letitia James.
Oh, boy. Yeah. She's no different.
Well, remember we were watching the show, and I said to look her up. And if you Google her name, you'll see a connection, right? Right now, it's not showing up on this one. Let's see if it shows up. It doesn't show up on this one. But wait, I got another source. I got another source. Don't get it twisted. I got another one. Because there's this little app that if you are not on, you need to start searching on. Okay? Now, I'm just going to click on that's the Geller report. Y'all can click on that if you want. Let me see. All right. All right. Here we go. All right. New York attorney Letitia James filed lawsuit to dissolve NRA. Let's see. So I'm going to scan through this before I even bring it up. Wow. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to show you something. And it's up to you guys to look into it and read about everything that I just saw. Here you go. I'll wait for it to focus in. Can you see that? Says New York, Soros-backed radical attorney general seeks to dissolve NRA in its entirety in new lawsuit. Okay? That's on the Geller report. Now, who are they talking about dissolving the NRA? In the very first paragraph is New York Attorney General Letitia James. So I don't know what she's about. I'm going to be honest. But I know that her name and George Soros shouldn't be in the same situation. Those circles shouldn't be running together. Anyway. So, the information is there. Like I said, that is on the jellerreport.com. Okay? She speaks of it. She talks about it. Make of it what you want. I'm just showing you the source that I pulled up. So I can't sit here and tell you that this woman is exactly, right, wrong, or indifferent. But what I can tell you is there's a whole lot going on. Okay? The last thing I'm going to check out before we get off of here, let's see these videos. Pakistan, Iran.
The dog's more like a whole human.
So there's been Pakistan, Iran, a couple of other cities that have had blackouts. So we got to see what's running behind the blackouts. You heard there's conspiracies out there. I mean, I don't know if they're conspiracies. I don't know if they fact. I don't know. But We know the information's out there, so stay tuned, like, subscribe to Royalty. Thank you for all your contributions and what you do for us. Thank you to man with the mic from up in Jersey. You know what I mean? I really do appreciate the conversation. I know it's late, so we're going to go ahead and get off of this live. Like, subscribe, do what you do whatever you do to Royalty. What else? You got anything else? Like I said, I'm going to add all the descriptions, all of these websites that I'm looking at. I'm going to go back and edit the description so that way we have everything. You know what I mean? We've seen all of it. I'll leave all of these clips. That's why I'm still clicking through and making sure I have them all for us. So that way I'm not clout chasing nobody. I'm going to let you know flat out. I am not out about that shit. I am about people that come up to me and ask me for information. You want the information I know? Follow me on the YouTube so that way I can get it to you. You can understand it. You can appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and get up off of this live stream real quick. The last thing I want to do is just let you guys know flat out that, under everything, God is always working. You feel me? God is always in the business. Like, subscribe to us. This is ToRoyalty at gmail.com. Hit us on the email, on the IG 2 Royalty Accessories, CEO 1859. We're going to take you out with a classic, like we came in. You know what I mean? And we got our own people to do our music. We don't need nobody. But if you got music out there, you know what I mean, let us know what you do. Just give me a second here. I'm going to cue up the music. I'm going to show you guys a few things in the 2 Royalty repertoire, I guess I could call it. Some of the new products we've been working on. So please stay tuned. Look at it. Take a look. You got anything that we do custom items. We do dog tags. We do shot glasses. Coasters for drink coasters, dominoes, and it's all custom work, all custom action. So we're going to play some music real quick. We're going to spotlight some of our items, and then we're going to get up out of here. All right. And we should burn together. If we should die tonight, we should all die together. This is you and fire. And we should all burn together. Midnight shadow come around, and my people screaming out. I see fire, and we should all burn together. We should die tonight. We should all die together. This is you and fire, and we should all burn together. We should die tonight. We should all die. Custom domino sets. You feel me? We got the coasters coming. That's just the one test coaster.
Oh, those go in the dirt.
Oh, they do? Well, we're going to work on that. We're going to see if we can show the people what it's about. You feel me? But you can see, this is our set. You know what I mean? Get at us, 2 Royalty Accessories. We're going to have all of this CEO 1859 that'll be on there. All right, we're going to slide that out the way. Hold up, I got something for you. Take a look at the dragon. Matter of fact, we're going to leave it all on there and see if we can get it all to glow. See if we can get it to do what it do. See if we can get it to do what it do. Bring it out here. Custom shot glass made for you and your enjoyments. All right. These right here are the Valentine's Day edition. They have your hearts. They have your hearts in the background. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look and see if it's gonna do what it do. Hey babies, let's see what she do. Just so y'all know, that's my puppy walking through right here. You see that? I see fine. Also, we have all custom dominoes. They're collectibles. You got things you want to do for your family. You got things that you want to see what can happen. Okay. They have different things we could do on the back. We could put your logo in it. We could do what it do. Okay. They come in different colors. Let's hit the light, see what we do. We're going to test this out. Like I said, I don't know how good the camera's going to show it. We guarantee. Boom. So as you can see, get at me. What you don't see is, what you see is that glow. Bam. Shot glasses, icy blue, glowing for you. You hear me? Your Valentine's Day shot glasses glowing for you. You feel me? We can set your coasters to any color. Once again, that's 2 Royalty CEO at 1859. We got your shot glass sets, your rolling trays, your dominoes, if that's what you do. We're working on the dice as well. But we got it all rocking for you. Coasters, your rolling trays. We're going to bring the sets back in here so that you can see them as well. Welcome to the workout. That's where the work gets done right there. And yes, this is the advertisement section. We put your logo on there. We do your design. 2 Royalty Accessories. Shouts out to anyone. And if that's upside down, read it that way. If you want to know if you want to know that you got an official 2 Royalty tray, when you flip it over, you will have our logo there. Okay? And just in case that's backwards, like I said, I'm going to give it to you both ways. Listen to the love. Talk to him. Enjoy that. It's that 2 Royalty.
You don't even love yourself. I'm a father. You would expect somebody else to love you.
Custom ashtrays, things done to your liking. 2 Royalty, shouts out. Like I said.
We look at each other with fucking hate in our eyes.
This is what we're dealing with nowadays, people. You got to understand, it's harder. We got to fight harder. We got to think smarter. We got to move better. The things that we are experiencing today, all of the information that's out there, we got to seek it out for ourselves. You feel me? We're going to continue this. I'm pretty sure we're going to do this again tomorrow. You with me, man with the mic? you. All right, shouts out. We will have all our information in the bio. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Go back through this. Pick what you want. You see the video clips. You ain't got to listen to me talk. Go to the video clips and look at it for yourself. All right. Shouts out to everyone that checked in, that looked at it. God bless. Love y'all. We out of here.
We look at each other, we're fucking hanging on. You don't even love yourself. How the fuck are you gonna expect somebody else to love you?